The Origins of Betamax and VHS, A Tale of Two Video Formats by AZLAN ADNAN. Introduction. In 1974, when I was a 16-year-old in Form 4, my school teacher asked the class what invention we would like to see become reality. I described a tape recording system, much like the audio cassette tape, which had been invented by Philips in 1963 and was already popular in homes and classrooms, but one that could record video as well as audio, and that could play back the recordings at will. My teacher, the Luddite that he was, saw no need or use for such an invention. That was a pivotal moment in my life. Right there and then, I decided never again to blindly follow what teachers or authority figures said, but instead to trust my own instincts. A year later, Sony invented Betamax, and a year after that, JVC released VHS. Both systems would go on to revolutionize home entertainment and prove how wrong my teacher was. Betamax was developed by Sony and introduced to the Japanese market in May 1975, with a US release later that same year. As the first widely available home video cassette recorder, VCR format, Betamax was revolutionary. It offered excellent video quality and was based on a signal flow architecture that Sony engineers described using the Greek letter beta, sha, symbolizing how the video signal passed through the tape. The Max part of the name stood for maximum performance, reflecting Sony's marketing of Betamax as a premium, high-fidelity format. At launch, Betamax tapes could only record 1 hour of video, which was seen as sufficient for most TV shows, but inadequate for feature-length movies, a limitation that would later become critical. The arrival of VHS. Just over a year later, in September 1976, JVC, Japan Victor Company, introduced VHS, which stands for Video Home System. Designed from the start with the average consumer in mind, VHS tapes offered a longer initial recording time. 2 hours, which gave it a major advantage in recording movies and full sports broadcasts. The VHS system was released in Japan first, followed by a US launch in 1977. JVC's approach was also notably more open. Unlike Sony, which kept tight control over Betamax, JVC licensed the VHS format widely to other manufacturers. This resulted in faster adoption, broader hardware availability, and lower prices, key factors in the growing VHS market share. By the late 1970s, both formats were competing fiercely in the global market. While Betamax debuted first, VHS quickly caught up by offering longer recording times, more affordable devices, and widespread manufacturer support, setting the stage for one of the most famous format wars in consumer electronics history.